What is a move-up buyer? Move-up buyers are those that are looking to move up to a larger home, either because their family has outgrown their space or different variables. Now, a big dilemma that buyers face when purchasing a new home when they currently own a home is the financial burden of selling that home while moving into that home without trying to carry two mortgages. Here are 6 mistakes that most homeowners make when they're making that transition to move into a larger home that we want to help you avoid with different strategies. Number 1 is rose-colored glasses. Many times buyers look at their dream home and what they want it to be, and they forget to look at their bank account. Where we come in is that we actually help you assess how much equity you're going to be able to pull out of your current home in order to be able to put that as a down payment, or even pay the entire home cash of the next home that you're going into if you have enough savings. But the rose-colored glasses, sometimes we have these illusions that we're going to be able to get more out of our current home and be able to buy a larger home than what we really are able to do. The second mistake that homeowners make when they're trying to move up to another home is failing to make improvements. Now, this is one area that we really tackle with our sellers before we put their home on the market. We want to make sure we can walk the property and have all the necessary improvements done up front so that buyers don't see the word work or expense as soon as they walk into your home. So make sure that you're willing to spend a little bit of money up front to make your home ready for sale in order for you to purchase and maximize your equity in the home you want to buy. The third mistake is not selling first. If you find your dream home and you've put in an offer and you're ready to move forward on it, but you haven't sold your home, you may be in a catch-22. So we want to make sure we can get your home on the market, find you the home you want, and be able to do a simultaneous closing, which we are all too familiar with. We love to make that transition for homeowners looking to move up to their next home, but we have to make sure that we can sell your home first before moving you into a new home. The fourth mistake people do when moving up to a new home is failing to get a mortgage and get pre-approved. Just because you own a home and have equity doesn't mean you're necessarily pre-approved for the amount that you want to move up to. So we want to make sure that we get you in front of a lender that can qualify you and approve you to be able to get what we assume and think the equity of this property that you currently own is, in order to be able to move up to the next property while you still feel comfortable with your monthly payments. That is always our key, is to make sure that our homeowners feel comfortable with how much they're paying monthly. The fifth mistake, we kind of talked about it, but it's getting caught in the catch-22 of owning 2 homes at the same time. We like to completely remove this risk by making sure that we can set up a timeline, look at when you want to be in your new home, and when we can potentially sell the current home that you live in. We do this with a timetable to make sure that if it's new construction, it makes it a lot easier because we already have an idea of when you're going to be moving into that new home. But if you're looking at a resale property, we have to time it out so that we can start looking at what's on the market, make sure that we have your home ready for sale. As soon as you like the home, we're ready to list this and make sure that we can get that as a simultaneous closing. Again, we do this all of the time for our buyers and sellers who are looking to move up to their next home, but we want to make sure that there's a lot of communication, timelines are being done, and that we are making sure that we are keeping you up to speed every step of the way so that that transition is a smooth one and not a hectic one. The 6th mistake that most homeowners make when they move up to a new home is failing to coordinate closings. You've got to make sure that you're closing on the home that you are selling first in order to be able to pull that equity into the next closing. We don't want you to get stuck again with not having sufficient down payment because the home you're buying, unless you're able to financially, you don't have the money to be able to put as your down payment because you needed it from the house that you currently own. If you want any more tips and understanding on how to move up to your next home, give us a call at 407-801-9914. When you allow us to sell your home and help you buy a home, we give you a 1% rebate back on the home that you are purchasing that you can use as cash back or as your closing cost or down payment.